What up, everybody? It's Monday, and I'm back at it again. Um, Lounging today, so I'm not in my studio. Um, I told y'all on Friday that I was going to touch on the points system for producers. So basically, the way the point system work, established producer like me, normally get anywhere from 3 to 4 points for producing a record, producing on an album. Okay, and some producers that are not known, they may get 2%, 2 points. So basically, how does this work? So people don't get confused. It doesn't mean 3 points per track that you produce. It means that you get up to 3 points for the entire album. So if you are producing, say, it's 10 songs on the album. By the way, 10 songs are really the limit that you get paid for, and it's really set up that way because of the point system. So I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So if you did 10 songs on the album and they gave you 3 points for that album, okay, that means that you get 3% of the sales of what the album sold. So that means that if the album did 1 million in sales, you would get $30,000. That's exactly what that means. If you did 5 songs out of 10, that means that you get 5/10 of 3%. Which if you sell 1 million, you get 15,000, and so on and so on. So as you can see, the lesser it is, the more your points break down, your percentage break down, and you get less money. Even if it goes all the way down, like if you did 2 songs, you would get under 7 grand for 1 million sold. That's how the system is set up. Who did it? Who came up with this shit? I have no idea, but that's how it's set up. Okay, that's the first thing. So now, producers, when you hear somebody tell you, "Hey, bro, if you could take less, man, I'll just give you more points. I give you another point on the album, whatever, man, and we can just get it on the back end." How is that gonna happen? If you charge $5,000 for a track, for one track, just say you charge $5,000, and 9 times out of 10, there are other producers on the album, they charging whatever they charging. In normal circumstances, the way that they set up the recoupment process in these projects and these albums, nobody gets paid until the entire budget is recouped. So that means if the individual spend $100,000, $200,000, and they're average selling artist, and they only do like 30, 40,000 in sales or whatever, you will probably never see any money. And that pay cut you took essentially set you back because you're not going to see no back end. Really, about only like 60, maybe 60 to 70% of albums recoup. That's just what it is. That's why they got 360s in order. That's why half of these artists are wanting your publishing. There are artists out here, big name artists, that when you record or you do a record with them, they want your publishing. They want you work for hire. They get your ass out the way and they take your publishing. There's a reason for all of that. Because the money's getting broke up. Even the artist probably gets like anywhere from 9 to 12% on points. 9 to 12 points an album. You know what I mean? It's not really that much money. But when you have people coming and hitting you with this shit about, man, bro, if you take a less fee up front, I'm gonna make sure that you get paid on the back end, and I'm gonna give you extra points, man. Forget about that shit. Do your business now, and make sure that you get your money up front, and you get what you're asking for. You negotiate your comfort zone so that you can get paid. Cause all of that, the back end shit and all of that tomorrow and this and that and the third, dude, that shit may not ever happen for years. And you never want to put yourself in a position like that. So, I wanted to really discuss that with y'all very briefly and let y'all soak that in. And also, I'm telling y'all, I'm not telling y'all this for no other purposes of gaining my bread and money and none of this type of shit. This shit is about some real shit. That contract package that I have, y'all need to get it if you don't have these contracts. If you don't have split sheets and all of that shit, you need to get it today. The only reason why you need to get it is because you need to make sure that you are handling your business. It's a million artists that right now that's putting their records out. It's a new day, and everybody can put their records out at a click of a button, and everybody can collect their check at a click of a button. But guess what? If you don't have your paperwork, split sheets, agreements, and all of this stuff saying that you own 50% of this music that's being sold, and you don't come up with a comfortable and a legal agreement on what you're supposed to be paid when these people put your music on iTunes, you are missing your money. iTunes and TuneCore, is not requiring these artists to have artist agreements and have production agreements when they're putting this shit up online. So they have no idea to even know who you are. You have no idea to even get a spreadsheet to know what this record sold, to know what type of money you're supposed to be getting. There's no paperwork done. It's just a bunch of raggedy business people. Get the contract package. It's on my Facebook. Get that shit. Not because I'm charging you $100 for it. Get it because it's going to make you more money. Invest into yourself. Those contracts that I'm giving y'all for $100, I paid about $5 to $6 grand to get those. But I'm gonna share them, and I'm not gonna give it to you because if you don't know how to work for shit, you don't deserve shit. I'm never gonna give it away, but I'm giving it to you at a price that everybody can afford, and everybody needs to know what this shit look like. And you need to know how to negotiate your business and protect yourself so people can stop fucking over you. Every month there's a TuneCore check being collected. I'm getting them every month. And if you got projects that out on iTunes and TuneCore and you're not getting your bread, it's a way to go get it. If y'all got any questions, you can inbox me. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Lee 713, Instagram, Mr. Lee 713. Of course, y'all know the Facebook, Producer Mr. Lee. Y'all holler at me, man. And let's get this money. I'm gonna keep putting this in your ear. All right, 100.